Happy Halloween! I'm a disco girl. At least I try to do something, but because it is spooky season, I do have a Halloween joke for you. What kind of music do mummies listen to? Rap music! Welcome to my channel. My name's Kat Kinway, and this is Artsy Fartsy Magic.
See my peanut butter jelly snack, pull it right, busty, painting.
If you're new to my channel, I talk about random subjects, mostly psychology related, and draw at the same time. It is so wild, it's almost magical. So for this month's video, I'm gonna be drawing something spooky. Something a boo. I'm gonna be doing something spooky, cute. Not really scary because I'm not into scary, but spooky, cute. Yeah, let's go. I'm a lava lamp in a... Yeah, I'm just a lava lamp. Disco girl, let's go.
This Halloween, I'ma get even with you. I'm a ghost, ghost. Keep it low, low. I'ma dip to the castle in a cloak, wiping off a little blood from my clothes.
So I know I just talked about how I don't do scary stuff, but... I meant art-wise. Now, talking about scary stuff, yeah, buddy. I do admit, I am a basic white girl. I love me some true crime, baby. In this month's video, I will be talking about the psychology behind Psychopaths, batch. In particularly, I'm going to focus on one prime example. He's very much popping on Netflix right now. I also have noticed he's in a couple 2010s pop songs like Katy Perry and Kesha. I cringe every time I hear it too. He does not deserve to be so famous because the families have to fucking live through the constant media attention. Anyways, you probably guessed it by now, and you already know because you actually read titles. I'm so proud of you. Yep, it's Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not going into full detail because I'm pretty sure by now everyone and their mother knows that story. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be spitting fast facts about serial killers, their traits, Jeffrey's childhood development on abuse, and brain structures of psychopaths. Trust me, you'll want to wait till the end. The last one is good. Here it is, folks. 7 facts about psychopaths like Jeffrey Dahmer. Fact number 1. An estimated 500 active serial killers are living and working in our communities right now. They could be anywhere. They could be your neighbor, your maintenance guy, your coworker. They could be the cute guy that works at your favorite coffee shop that's been eyeing you down every Friday morning. That was oddly specific. Are you paranoid yet?
He's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Fact number 2. So for this next one, this may be stereotypical, but it's fucking true, dude. A serial killer generally fits into these characteristics, but not always. This profile is, quote, white male, low middle socioeconomic status, in his 20s or 30s, has a history of childhood abuse or neglect, is sociopathic and/or psychopathic, is a chameleon to his environment, and appears normal to others. Cough, cough. I literally wrote cough, cough, and then I was like, oh. Cough, cough, Jeffrey Dahmer. Moving along to fact number 3. Your childhood affects your brain development. I know it's pretty obvious, but apparently parenting in the 70s, it wasn't very evident. Adolescents who have grown up witnessing violence in their homes have a higher likelihood of suffering from long-term emotional, physical, and mental trauma. Lionel Dahmer, Jeffrey's father, explained that there were several family issues that may have inevitably harmed Jeffrey in a psychological way. One of these was his surgery for a double hernia when he was only 4 years old. Jeffrey Dahmer was terrified his penis had been cut off. Lionel claims Freudian psychology would argue that this perceived castration may have been what led him to cut off the penises of his later victims. Is this really true? I guess we'll never know. It probably didn't add to the pot with all the other issues this guy had going on. That is for sure.
Emotional damage.
Fact number 4. Now, I'm not saying I hate all men, but we have to stop the boys will be boys excuse because guess what else is a psychopath trait? Yep. Yes, sir. Being a male.
Yeah, boy.
Gender also plays a role in childhood abuse victims. Female victims tend to internalize and are more prone to low self-esteem, suicidal thoughts, eating disorders, or other psychological disorders. Boys, on the other hand, are more likely to externalize by becoming more aggressive and violent towards others. When women have daddy issues, they have strange sex drives, but when men have mommy issues, they murder people. Just an observation. It seems to be a common theme anyways. Just a side note real quick, I'm really sorry if my voice sounds super nasally. I'm getting over a cold, so that's why I sound like a little sudsy. Fact number 5. This fact is honestly something I'm not surprised about, but I bet older generations would deny as a fact.
You cannot deny these nuts!
While many parents who spank their misbehaving child do so in a manner which is more startling than harmful, even this can have long-term psychological impacts on a young child's development. Between the ages of 1 and 5, consistent spanking actually causes externalizing behaviors like aggression and other behavioral problems like being withdrawn. I'm just making assumptions here, but it seems odd to me that after Jeffrey Dahmer turned 4, he started to act differently. Maybe he was also being spanked?
Or you can expect a spanking from Daddy later.
I do want to put a disclaimer also that I don't think children who are spanked are going to turn out to be serial sadistic murderers. I'm just saying that it can cause like behavioral problems in the future if it does happen super young. I don't know if I was spanked that young. I was spanked, but I don't remember obviously when it started happening. You know how people are like, oh, I was spanked and I was fine. I know for a fact that I'm not fine. I was definitely traumatized from it. It's a mental breakdown. My plans are not to do that with my children. I'm not doing that. So an actual quote from the Harvard website says, in general, spanking alters children's brain response in ways similar to severe maltreatment and increases perception of threats. So we know that spanking is not effective and can be harmful for children's development and increases the chance of mental health issues.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Fact number 6.
Fucking Christ. I'm telling you, 666. Did you see that shit start popping up?
Shit's possessed as fuck.
Your mother sucks dicks in hell.
The brain structure of psychopaths are substantially different compared to a quote-unquote normal person. Here's a picture of it so you can see it. It's freaking wild, man. A recent study displayed images of prisoners' brains that showed important differences between those who were diagnosed as psychopaths and those who were not.
Alerte psychopathe.
Regarde, maman, un psychopathe.
The report concluded that psychopaths have reduced connections between the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, also known as VMPFC, the part of the brain responsible for sentiments such as empathy and guilt, and the amygdala, which mediates fear and anxiety. Psychopaths lack these two structures that regulate emotion and social behavior. If you are wondering how anyone could commit murders over and over and over and over again, this is more than likely why.
It's murdering time!
I can understand why it's so hard for people to wrap their head around this, especially for people, for example, like me, where I grew up my entire childhood just like feeling like I needed to say sorry, even though there's no necessary need to say sorry. You just feel like you did something wrong. But psychopaths are not like that, man. They're just like, you know what? Yeah, I did it.
I'm not sorry, bitches.
Because it's literally wired in their brains. And now, time for the final, craziest fact of them all. Fact number 7. I mean, I read this and I was like, no, this cannot be true. So, trigger warning, this might upset your stomach a bit.
Where's the trigger?
Surprisingly, this isn't even about Dahmer. It's the world's youngest serial killer. Yes. Yeah. In 2007, an 8-year-old boy from India, Amirdeep Sadeh, became the youngest serial killer in the world after strangling 2 infants and his 6-year-old sister over the course of 1 year. Indian law doesn't allow children to be jailed or sentenced to death, so Sadeh was instead sent to live at a children's home in the town of Munger until he turned 18. And get this, This honestly is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Then he was just turned loose into the wild. Like, what? And they don't know where he is today. Or they don't even know if he's murdered other people. Like, India, are you okay?
I'm okay. No, I'm not.
Anyways, that wraps up this video. I hope y'all enjoyed my art and content. If you did, give me a like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace, love, and magic.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.